leaving the Carson shelter and have the same stories to always tell, and they're not positive. The shelter closes at 5. I'm walking out after photographing and hanging out with the dogs. It's like 5 after 5, and there's numerous people outside of the office just standing around, congregating amongst themselves and being frustrated and confused as they talk amongst themselves because they wanted to adopt and they were unable to adopt. And then when they start talking amongst themselves and comparing notes, for lack of a better term, they're coming to realize that they're not even being told the consistent information. One couple's told one thing, another lady's told another thing that directly contradicts what the couple was told, and then a third party was told what the couple was told. So you've blocked 2 potential adopters who had intentions to adopt today, to leave the shelter with a dog today. You've disallowed both of these entities to adopt a dog. We know that they're going to kill for space tomorrow morning, even though there was like 20 some odd kennels open. But under the hypothetical that all kennels were full, which they weren't, why would you not want to adopt a dog to a willing adopter so that you can free up a cage for another dog so you don't have to kill the dog? One couple was told they wanted to see a pit bull and with intentions to adopt him. They wouldn't even let them get the dog out, even though the dog had already passed the temperament test. Dominant breed, hoop jumping temperament test stuff. We've already got by that because the dog already passed. They wanted to get this dog out. They weren't allowed to get it out because whoever they talked to at the front desk said, well, you need to apply to adopt this dog, and then we have to pre-screen you with the sergeant. Not to adopt the dog, to see the dog, to take the dog into the play yard. And they're talking to a lady there who was like, oh, I had 2 dominant breeds out in the play yards. They didn't make me do anything. I just got a puppy pass. And they're frustrated because, well, how'd you get one out? I don't know. I thought that that's the way it was. I just asked. But when they asked, they were told they needed to be interviewed by a sergeant. And then they were told the sergeant wasn't there, even though the sergeant was there. I saw the sergeant, or Lieutenant Vargas. I saw him numerous times, and then we saw him walking out as we were talking. But they wouldn't even let them see this dog or get a stupid interview to see the dog. It has to be done by the sergeant because the sergeant, quote unquote, wasn't there even though he was there. When does it end? Why is it so difficult? Why are simple things so difficult? You run a shelter, a pound, where you kill dogs that you claim don't have any interest. Even though that when there is interest, you don't even let them get taken into the yard by the interested party. Blocking the potential adoption. I'm sick of this. When does it stop? Gil Moreno's gone. Whoever's running the shelter now is there. I don't even know who that is off the top of my head. But nothing's changed. Why? Because Maeda's still in power. She's still calling the shots. But nothing has changed. It's so backwards, so inconsistent. You just need to take a deep breath. Because I can't do anything other than shoot a video and talk about it and hope that other people get fired up about it. You take this stuff to the Board of Supervisors, you file a report. What do? They don't look into it. They don't look into your report. They don't investigate it. What do? They forward your claim. They forward your claim to Maeda so she can investigate herself. Isn't that special? Well, I wonder when Maeda is going to come back with a realization that Maeda's a bad shelter manager. Is she going to figure that out? Is she going to label herself the problem? When's that going to happen?